Going on? No Name in the building. We back here doing Clash in Italy recap. This is episode 120 something. I don't know, man.
124.
124, man. We almost at 130, man. That's crazy. Make sure you guys like it up, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel. We're almost at 1,000 subs over in the No Name YouTube channel, so please make sure you guys go subscribe to that channel over there as well to check out all the podcast episodes and all the clips and everything. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and coming through. Shout out to Jade, Mo, and Nate, who won't be here today. So us three gonna be holding it down. This is G's first pod back in
2 weeks, I think. Yeah,
a couple of weeks. So we're gonna hold it down today for you guys. I know I did the live stream for Clash in Italy, so some of y'all was in here before, but we back here with the full pod, man. We're gonna be talking. I will be looking in the chat as well, so you guys can leave your thoughts and about the show as well, and you know, let us know how you guys feel about the overall show, whether you guys liked it or not. Lynn, were you were here last week, right, Lynn?
Yeah, me, you,
Okay,
Mo and Nate. Yeah, it was all of us except G and G.
Okay, that's right. Every time we always have that six, man. Something always happens, man. Something always happens. So make sure you guys once again subscribe. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about today. I know somebody mentioned earlier in one of the videos about the El Grande stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. We'll dive into that. I'm sure most of y'all probably saw that, that was spectacular. So we will dive into that. But let's run through. We'll run through the Clash in Italy stuff first, and then we'll talk more about the El Grande thing and stuff like that, and we'll give our thoughts on that for the people who watch AAA and keep up with that. So
can we give a little double or nothing love at the end?
Yeah. We can also talk double or nothing too, because that was last week.
And unfortunately, we're gonna have to talk about King and Queen of the Ring because they just announced the lineups.
Yeah, we could dive a little bit into that too. I saw the lineup, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. I got the
lineups right here too, Malik.
So
I could probably send it here and then like share it on the screen too, so I might be able to do it that way. But all right, so let's talk. We'll talk Clash in Italy first, and then we'll go from there, and then everything else we'll talk afterwards, depending on where we want to go. So we'll dive into some stuff. So overall, let us know how you guys felt in the chat about the show. If you liked it, how you felt about it, how you rate it. Let us know if you like certain decisions, what you didn't like, and then we're gonna give our thoughts and everything. So most of us were kind of talking in the chat, so I think we kind of already know how most of us kind of feel about certain things, but we'll dive into it. So we'll just start from the top, and then I guess we'll just go through. We'll go through the rest of the show. So we started off with Cody and Gunther. My only issue with it was just the time length of the match.
Same.
The finish was whatever. I mean, I understand why the finish happened the way it did. I think we're probably going to continue to run it back probably at Night of Champions, I'm assuming, whether they add, because Sammy's kind of in it too, so whether they add him or not, but I definitely feel Gunther and Cody are going to run it back for sure again. But the finish was okay, but the time, I feel like you can't give Cody and Gunther 11 minutes. You know what I mean? Like at least 15. You know what I'm saying? Like give them at least 15.
It was the second shortest match on the card.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like 15 minutes, bro. Like you could at least give them 15 minutes.
And then you highlight it as ESPN, and I'm gonna let G go because I know G want to rant.
ESPN only gets an hour, right?
Yeah, ESPN only gets an hour, and they highlighted it as the feature match. If you're gonna call it the feature match, brother, give it more than 11 minutes. But that shows y'all care more about that ad revenue than y'all do the product. And remember, Malik, when we were talking in our group chat, they picked Cody and Gunther. So if you picked this match, ESPN, and y'all want it, why are you only giving it 11 minutes and y'all gave more to Rhea and Jade? Makes no sense. The finish to me isn't the issue. I agree with Malik. It's the way, the time length, and the way it was handled. Also, Gunther, man, either put your foot on the rope or under, keep it better. You put your legs in the air, so it's like
he didn't do that. Cody did it.
Oh, Cody did it
at the
end. Whoever did that at the end. That was like, ugh.
If you're gonna only have ESPN have an hour, just have one match on the.
Yes, we didn't need two. We did not need two.
That could at least went 15, 20. I mean, if you don't want to go 20, that's fine. But you could at least.
But 15, yeah, I'm with you, Malik.
15, 17 minutes, like.
But I ain't mad at the finish. The finish to me wasn't the issue. The time.
Like it was speeding up. The match was speeding up. So I'm like, okay, we're getting to it.
It's getting good. Yeah.
I don't know. The finish was kind of like, damn, like
that. I literally turned my head. I turned my head to look at my dog because she was barking. I was like, what you barking at? And when I turned back, it was over. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird, bro. That was weird.
All right, let G go, Malik, because he boiling.
Chat, how y'all feel about Cody and Gunther? How y'all feel, chat? Let us know.
Okay. First off, yes, 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch win about 15. Cool. Rhea and Jade win about 17, which is really a 15-minute match. But the Jade Fusion Collective doing their damnedest to make sure that what I said is true. That group literally serves no purpose because you can't even grab this girl's foot and put it on the rope when you're supposed to, Tongaloa. I'm sorry, B-Fab. My bad. So that whatever. Cody Rhodes and Gunther. This is who y'all tell us is one of the faces of your company. And Gunther, who in the span of, I'll say 5 months, retired Goldberg, whatever, made John Cena tap out for the first time in 20 years, and retired AJ Styles. And he's losing in 11 minutes and 35 seconds because his foot was up under the rope that the ref couldn't see? Are we serious right now? Way to waste the person who made John Cena tap out. Beautiful. It's ironically enough that he killed Cena, and that was dealing with Super Cena, because this is the type of stuff Super Cena used to do. This is the type of stuff where Super Cena back in the day used to take these guys that he didn't really need to be beating, but hey, he's the face of our company. Whatever, right? But even if Gunther lost, I wouldn't have liked it. I think you could have had Gunther win here because clearly Randy's not coming back anytime soon, right?
Which is wild.
I think Gunther could have won here. Whatever. But even if he doesn't, that's the way he loses. 1 Crossroads? Are we serious?
Not even 2.
Another second.
Oh, yeah, there was 2.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
Let me Avalanche.
Let me rephrase.
It was 2.
1 Crossroad, like in succession. Like, yeah, it was a total of 2. But I'm sorry. When we look at wrestling, maybe not presentation, maybe not character, but wrestling, you're not telling me it only takes a little Cody Cutter, a clothesline that Cody Rhodes don't even be doing like that, and a Crossroads to just put Gunther down. I'm sorry, you're not telling me that. You're not giving that away. The match, it was kicking in the second gear, didn't really stay there. But it's just like, if you wanted, we have to be able. I'm not yelling because my son is asleep. That's the only reason I'm not going off right now, because he's asleep. We do not need to overcomplicate some things. You have a guy that y'all spent all this time calling the career killer. You fed him everybody that wanted to retire except for Rey Mysterio. Why is he not, at bare minimum, needing 3 Crossroads in successions to lose? Why is he not presented like this big threat y'all just spent 5 months building? He also beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, mind you. He also beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. He just came off of that. What? Like, Cody has had the title long enough. I don't know if y'all wanted to keep it on him for I don't know what the reason was, but Gunther should have won this match, in my opinion. Cody, if you wanted to give it back to Cody later, sure. But you have the Sami Zayn aspect that you're finally using. Gunther could have easily won this match, okay? But even if he doesn't, why? It's just like, y'all clearly woke up this morning and said, oh yeah, Cody Rhodes and Gunther's happening today. Crap, what are we going to do? That'll work. And just kept it pushing. It's absolutely ridiculous because you're wasting all the momentum that you've garnered. And this is a theme throughout the entire show and the entire roster. But nevertheless, you spent all this time. You spent all this time building him. You guys decided, or Cena decided, whoever, Gunther's going to be the one to make me tap out. And he's losing like this? Are we serious right now? It's a waste of momentum. It's a waste of... If that was the case, I really wish John Cena would have just won. I wish John Cena would have just won. I wish John Cena never did this little last time is now tournament. I wish Gunther would have stayed off TV. There's literally no point. You're wasting all this momentum. Is he fun? Sure. Are we going to somewhat care? Problem is, you had the opportunity to have another elite star with momentum on your roster. Everybody loves talking about ruthless aggression. Why? Batista, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle towards the last part of it. John Cena, obviously. Triple H was still there. Shawn Michaels was still there. Undertaker was still there. You had a bunch of well-established stars and ones that you had just built up. There was an elite balance. You guys keep relying on Cody and Roman, and even though I love both of them, there is no more balance. And the second we think we about to add somebody else to that list, y'all mess it up. Y'all mess it up. You are killing their momentum. Cody Rhodes is the anomaly when it came to baby faces. Or when it came to people with momentum. You can't keep having people lose the big ones and then expect people to still care. Look at what happened to Drew McIntyre. Look at what happened to Drew McIntyre. Before he got hurt, look at what was going on with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity. I just want to lay this out and then I'm done on this specific topic. They literally had the opportunity, present day, for Braun Breaker to be a top. He got hurt. They haven't messed that up yet, but they could. Obafemi, I don't care what y'all saying, we'll get onto that later, has taken a step back. He's gonna get cheered. He's still gonna get the Oba chance, but his momentum has slowed down. Gunther, he tapped out John Cena, retired AJ Styles. Momentum has slowed down. And after them, CM Punk not here no more. He on vacation. So what are we doing? Jacob Fatu just lost twice. He about to be Roman's little bitch for the foreseeable future. And then we're going back to the solo.
Yeah,
I'll get on to that part later.
That shit is wild. We're gonna talk about that.
I'll get on to that part later. Yeah. But we are wasting talent. We are wasting momentum that you guys actually did a good job of building. Mm-hmm. It's like y'all are great at the start, and then you either get bored, you get CTE, or you forget what you were doing, and then just ruin it.
I think for me, what G said is, as the Cody guy, and shout out to everybody out there. Y'all see me, I got a new Cody trading card worth $100 right now. Shout out. If y'all want to make a bid, let me know. But
that's it.
It's not signed. It's
yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it's normal, but it's worth $100. But I'll say this, as the Cody guy, I was loving this feud. The promo battle. I was like, yes, my guy's getting a great feud. It's time. I was ready to talk shit on the pod, but then the finish, like, I get we're trying to tell stories, but you could do it a different way. And I know we're gonna get that rematch. And even then, are you gonna let Gunther win? Because if you're not, then what was the point of this? Then we really gonna have to have some talks. Like, what was the point of all this if you don't have Gunther win? And my thing is just like, I want to see Cody. If you're gonna keep the babyface, he has to lose. It has to be short reigns. Okay, he loses to Gunther. Boom. We build it up. He beats Gunther. Okay, boom. Then the next you tell the next story. I understand Sammy is in this. You wanna maybe do Sammy and Cody at Night of Champions, and then let Gunther maybe get his rematch at SummerSlam. That's where he wins it. Which I know people gonna be upset about that. I already see G rolling his eyes, and I know he don't rock with Sammy. I will say the story that Sammy's telling right now with this heel run is the best shit he's done in a while. So we'll see what the Cody thing. I wanted to respond specifically to what G was saying about how these guys have lost their momentum. I think Gunther is the best in the best situation of all of them. Oba's second, and then Poor Jacob. Jacob might be at the bottom, but G is right. These guys, I saw people in the chat saying they're still made. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But the thing is, it's the momentum. It's like, yes, Gunther's still over, but the momentum is not as hot as it was. Will they be able to build it back with Gunther? Probably not, because he retired AJ Styles and John Cena. I don't know how you get back to the height that it was of that. But y'all need to go tell a good story with them. Oba, we'll get to him. I don't want to jump the gun. I think his momentum is better than Braun and Jacobs. With Jacob, I don't know what the fuck you do after this. I really don't. And like G said, he's gonna be Roman's bitch. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
I think just the main thing for Gunther is a tough situation because
it really is.
You put him in title matches, then you have tough decisions to make when it comes to that. Because either you have him win or you don't have him win. But then if he doesn't win, how do you have him lose? You know what I mean? So those are the tough situations. And when you put somebody in that predicament, you're kind of in a tough spot. You know, when you give Gunther all these people to retire and put him in that spot, it's good for him. But then it's like at the end, you still have to figure out how to keep him consistent. You know what I mean? You got to figure out how to keep him at least feeling important. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he doesn't feel important, but when he's in title matches and stuff with the top guys like Cody and others, you know, it's like it's a tough situation where it's like
really
you got to make a choice. You know, you either have him win the championship or you have him lose. But how do you have him lose? And I understand why they did it the way they did it, because they probably want to extend it. But like you said, we do the rematch. Then what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they add Sammy to it, then I'm assuming Sammy's taking the pin. Then that's why he's there. You know, for that reason. So I can understand that. But if it's just Gunther and Cody 1-on-1, then it's like, okay, well, what decision are we making here?
We gotta have Gunther win. You have to, like 100%.
If you, it's kind of they're shooting themselves in the foot because you did all this stuff with Randy, and Randy hasn't been seen since then. But it's like the story they were telling us going into Mania was that Randy wants the 15th because he wants to add more titles to his legacy. So when Randy comes back, does he just forget about that now? Like, you know, does he move past that now, or are we shifting gears for that now? Because I was under the assumption that Randy was going to be more demonic and more dangerous, and he was going to do whatever it takes to get the championship after losing the way he did at WrestleMania. So nothing was going to stop him from getting that. And that still may be the case whenever he comes back, but we don't know when he's coming back. That's the thing. We don't know when he's returning. So now it's a big question mark on Randy's head. And now that you have Gunther there, he's in a predicament now too, where it's like, if he doesn't win the championship in this next match, where do we go from after here? Because Cody can always find different things. Like Cody can go back to Randy stuff. Like you have other options.
Like Cody should, if you do the rematch 1-on-1, Cody should lose. And like I said, as the Cody guy, he should lose that rematch. But it's like, if you don't have him lose, what the hell does Gunther do? It's like, oh my gosh, he can't go back to Raw because Raw is even more log jammed than SmackDown. And
I definitely think he goes back to Raw. I think he should stay on SmackDown.
And the US title's above him at this point. So it's like he has to win that title in the rematch. That's why I think you bring up a good point. Make Sammy bitch and moan that Night in Champions is a 3-way. He gets pinned. You get him the fuck up out of here. And then the SummerSlam rematch is 1-on-1.
What hurts the people like Gunther in this era is that they don't have enough legends to work with like they used to back with the Progression era. You know, when Randy was doing the Legend Killer stuff, there were multiple legends for him to work with where he didn't have to have a title.
That's a good point.
He could work with Mick Foley. He could work with The Undertaker. Yeah. He could work with, you know, Triple H and Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero and all these guys, Kurt Angle, who were made stars without the title involved, but that still gave Randy something to do that felt important to the show. You know what I mean? He was a part of something so big. They don't really have that. You know,
that's where we're missing the Edges, the Christians.
Yeah, you still got Punks around, you got Orton's around, Roman and Cody obviously there. And so, but it's like Punk and Orton are like the real last two from that era. And I mean, that are still around. You don't have too many of those guys anymore in that era. So it's like, for people like Gunther and others, it's like you either expect him to be a champion or what are we doing now?
And that's why I think we can't go to the ruthless aggression. We won't have a ruthless aggression era until the Cody, Roman, Seth, KO, that Sammy, that group is the legends that you're describing, and the Braun and them are the young champions. And I'm talking from the corporation, G. I'm not talking from like what I personally want. I think they view it.
No, I just think that like I get you're talking about from like their eyes, not your eyes.
Yeah.
But I think from their eyes is bullshit.
Oh, for sure.
You absolutely. You should have multiple people winning. As many. Granted, they keep releasing everybody, but as many people as they didn't brought up from NXT over the years, as many people as they got on that roster now, because mind you, there's also people they're not using.
Facts.
If Gunther would have showed up on SmackDown and immediately went into an Ilya Dragunov feud, would anybody complain?
Fuck no. It'd have been
Would anybody
fired.
fucking complain? He didn't have to go straight to the title, which is my issue. If you're gonna put him in this spot, I'm not even really too upset that he lost. But when you do it that way, I would have rather him just lose to 3 Crossroads and let's keep it pushing. Like, let's keep it pushing. Like, and that goes to my other thing, because I was also really mad about the time that they got for this reason. I don't care how many ads you want to put on it. Oh, well, it is what it is at this point. Because I'm going to have ESPN anyway. I have Monday Night Football to watch. I have basketball games when the season's on. So I'm going to have ESPN anyway. Right? So I'm going to pay for it. It's in the Disney bundle. I don't care how many ads you put on your show. You can have 10 minutes worth of that at this point. If you're only going to have 5 matches on the damn PLE, there should be no reason they're not getting 20 minutes each. Facts. I'm sorry.
I agree.
20 minutes each, 5 matches. That is what, an hour and 40 minutes of wrestling?
And the rest
That's
ads.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Y'all aren't doing promo packages like that anymore. You sprinkle them here and there, but y'all don't do promo packages like that for real. And your entrances, tell them to walk a little faster. Tell Jey Uso to stop eating for 15 minutes. If you tell him to stop, he'll stop.
Wait, I'm seeing what the comments are saying. Gee, there might be something crazy that just happened. I think Malik just saw it too.
Yeah, I just look at they just had Roman and Cody do a stare down.
Bruh, they really, and this goes to what I was saying. They view this as the Attitude Era, bro. Rock and Stone Cold. That's all they think they have. Like, it's literally,
and then everybody else is like this there.
Everybody's just there. It's the Roman and Cody show. Everybody
else.
Where
do they have a stare down? Because Cody
backstage.
It was just like a little backstage, bro.
Backstage, yeah, because Roman said FQB1, I'm here forever,
I heard that.
and all that shit. And Cody
it was just Cody walking backstage, and then Roman like came out of the locker room or something like that. That's all it was. But we can skim through this real quick because I'm sure we're gonna talk more about the Open Brock stuff.
Yeah, that's got to be
Rhea versus Jade. I thought was really good.
Yeah, let's give Jade props because that match was
Jade showing improvement. She had 2 good matches with Rhea, so I think this match actually was better than the WrestleMania match. So she had 2 good matches with Rhea.
Gotta give her props because that was not some Jade Berg shit.
Besides I mean, like G said, it
was the JFC.
She's in that feud. I mean, she's in that group with Beechin, but other than that, the match was good though. I will say she's shown some improvement. So,
Gee, I think you're right. I think you got to break it up now because like you had the JFC lose twice now. There's no point of this There's no point in this faction, like at all.
And honestly, y'all telling me this match was okay. Yeah, I do take it down notches when I don't care. They've literally given me no reason to care about that match. What, she pinned Rhea Saturday night's main event? I don't care. I don't care.
She didn't win.
You pinned her in a 6-man tag because Charlotte and Rhea finally decided to be friends. Oh wow, whippy! I don't care. When it mattered the most, you got smacked 3v1.
Yep.
It's damage control, but in a worse extent. Because at least Bayley's good. This is damage control, but in a worse extent. You got 1v3. Why would I care? I literally so cool. You lost. You finally hooping in the ring a little bit. Doesn't matter because now I don't care about you. So what does Jay do from here?
Yeah, I don't know what the JFC does. Like they have to break. Like they either got to go to Raw or they got to break up because like
Jay can do many things. They just don't need to be a group. I don't care about the group.
Yeah,
Jade is fine.
The group is done.
The group.
I think Jade's showing that she could go in ring. It's like, all right, nice. Let's move you maybe to Raw.
For me, I don't know if there's anything they could have done to make me care about the group in total. Because when you have B-Fab and Michin, I'm not moved by that at all. Period.
Which is why I said
it's like what G said from the jump. They shouldn't have been made. Or since you made them, you have to have them win at Mania, and then you had them lose at Mania, and then you had them lose again today. So it goes. I got to give G his flowers. It's like, why the fuck does the JFC exist? Like, no reason. But Jay did hoop. We called her out, and this is why I wish Mo was here, because Mo was shitting on Jade Berg. But in ring, she did her thing. But in storyline, there's no point for me to care. Zero.
Yeah, I don't know why they're still.
Oh my gosh! Somebody just said it. You know who I totally forgot is on this roster? Jordynne Grace.
Oh my gosh, that's another one.
She was hurt for a minute, but she just came back. So she just ain't. She was hurt, but she been on main event lately. So she's
probably getting her steam back. But she needs to be on SmackDown.
I still feel like they called her up from NXT too early though. Like she didn't get nothing. Way too early. NXT.
Yeah, she should have been the NXT champion.
They released everybody and then said, "Oh snap, we need depth."
Mm-hmm.
Like she came off that TNA run, and I'm like, when she first got there, the division was still stacked. So I'm like, okay, she got to wait her turn because you still got.
And then everybody left.
You got Stephanie there. Like, okay, that's cool, but like. I would have bet money she was gonna hold that title.
She could have been after JC. Like I would have preferred her, and I like Lola Vice.
Like I said, when she first got there, it was still stacked. So I'm like, oh, she gotta wait her turn a little bit. Mm-hmm. They got other plans for other people, but when those people left,
it was time. Yeah, and look, I like Lola Vice, but I think Jordan should have been champion over Lola Vice, and I think Jada Parker should be champion over Lola Vice right now. But yeah, I'm with you, G. Where's Jordynne Grace? She should be able to beat Rhea. Like, come on, brother, come on.
She could be a challenger. I do know she was injured for a little bit though. I do know she was injured.
Like, we got to build that woman back up because Jordynne Grace is a star, bro.
But she been having matches on main event though, so she been back. I don't know how long. She's been back, but she's been back for a little bit.
I'm going to hope those main event matches is to build her steam back. That's what I'm going to hope for. And wait, did you see, since we're talking King of the Ring, did you see Finn Balor's thing turn to blue? Is Finn Balor now on SmackDown?
I didn't see that.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It is interesting because they do have.
Watch them pull it up.
Bracket. They have Raw and SmackDown guys like
fighting each other.
Two sides, but they're on different sides too, though. So it's like.
Because it's 4 fatal 4-way matches.
Oh, it's the fatal. Okay, that's what that was.
Yeah, it's 4 fatal 4-way matches. So yeah.
Okay. I thought those were all singles. Okay, now that makes sense though.
No. Finn Balor is blue and he's fighting Royce Keys. He's gonna lose that match, but
so he's on SmackDown.
No, it's a fatal 4-way.
It's a fatal 4-way.
LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Finn Balor. That's the fatal 4-way.
But G, do you see the picture that he's?
No, I see it.
I know what
you're saying. But I see it.
Yeah, that's his name.
His name is you gotta win the fatal 4-way and then get into
then you're in the semis. So it's basically you're going straight from the fatal 4-way to the final 4.
I see what you're saying.
I could tell y'all who's winning.
It is a fatal 4-way, but like GC and when you're looking at the picture right now, Malik, they have Finn Balor's name blue.
Yeah, I don't think that means he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm very interested. Like, is he switching?
So two things. We'll dive into that real quick. 2 things about this. Number one, I don't know why is Liv Morgan in the tournament to begin with.
Because
to make it clear. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say what she said because I had the same question. She came out and she said,
I heard it.
"Oh, all these women are doing so good, but I hear all the haters talk about how I don't defend my title. I'm not this, I'm not that. So you know what? I'm coming for everything because I'm the best world champion of all time." So she's going to. They're setting up Liv in Rio for SummerSlam.
That doesn't make sense though, because the winner of the tournament, from what they're telling us, the winner gets a title match on their respective brand.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No.
No, but I see what you said.
No, you can.
No. Michael Cole already said it. It's their respective brand.
I think Michael Cole fucked up because
brand spread. LOL.
Because in the post show, they
changed it. They changed it. That's different.
No, I don't think. I think in the post show they were like, "Liv, how can you do this?" And then she says what G said. Like,
she literally said she's gonna come after everything. And again, being real though, brand spread. LOL. We don't care. They didn't even announce it. They're just Gunther went after Cody and Jacob went after Roman. They didn't even announce it.
Right. The brand split obviously doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, so they're trying.
But that's also how they.
That's
also how they've done it the last 2 years, though, too.
True.
But and if y'all remember, when Rhea finally was going to SmackDown, they did have Liv and Rhea have a little.
Yeah,
moment.
they did.
They clearly been setting this up for a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're bringing Liv and Rhea back.
We're gonna have a unified champion
win the tournament.
No, I think Rhea's gonna retain, but they're gonna have a. They're gonna.
No, I'm saying you think Liv's winning Queen of the Ring?
Okay, let's talk about who's in it because
why else would they set that up?
Malik,
why else would they set that up?
So in Liv's bracket, is
Io in there?
So I'm gonna tell you the brackets.
No.
Liv's bracket. Liv's bracket is Liv, Becky, Alexa, Chelsea. I can see Liv winning that. The next bracket is Sol, Ruka, Lyra, Charlotte, and Jade. Charlotte's winning that. We got Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Julia, Lash. That's Io's to win right there. Okay. And then we got Bailey, Roxanne, JC Jane, and Kiana James. I actually think JC Jane wins that. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so I would say Io would probably be mine.
I think it's gonna be Io versus JC and Liv versus Charlotte.
Oh my God.
So Io and Rhea, they still. That's a story they still can tell.
Oh my God. It's either Liv or Rhea.
If what y'all are saying is true, they can just pick anybody. Then I could see Io winning and going after Rhea because Rhea's never beaten Io, and they can tell that story.
Yeah.
And I think now because I don't think it's gonna be a title unification. I think Liv is just gonna go after that title if she wins.
Oh God, I don't know.
2 belts.
I get it. No, I'm with you. I don't want to see Liv and Rhea either. But they already set it up.
I would love
based on her program.
I don't want Charlotte versus Rhea. I would much prefer if we're keeping it SmackDown brand. Give me JC Jane versus Rhea. Let's JC Jane. Come win this. I like JC Jane, bro. Like JC Jane can
off rip, man, because she's gonna lose.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I feel like
you're right, G.
I feel like the safest bet is just to give it to Io.
Yeah, you're right.
You can do.
Yeah, let's run.
It's not Charlotte or Liv.
And Rhea.
Io is somebody who wins that I think. Yeah, I think Io is somebody who wins that most people won't have an issue with, and then most people would be cool with Rhea and Io and all that stuff. So, but for the men, I think I know who's winning the men.
Oh, let's get the men. Do you want me to say the bracket, Malik? I
already saw the men's bracket, so I know who's in.
Look, I say it for the chat. Left side, we got Penta, Oba, Solo, Carmelo. That's one bracket. Other bracket, Dom, Braun, Trick, Damian. Damn, they put Trick and Braun together. Oh my gosh. Right side, Seth Rollins, Javon, Tonga Loa, Tala Tonga, because Tonga Loa's out. Tala Tonga and Ricky Saints. And then Jay Uso, LA Knight, Royce Keys, Finn Balor.
I just want to say, first off, I never thought Oba was winning King of the Ring. That was never.
I never thought he was either, but I don't know why they put him in it. Because
I don't know why they put him in it.
I don't know why they put him in it because that means eventually he has to lose.
He has to lose. Yeah,
he'll lose, but he won't be involved in the finish. It'll be some other people.
You think he's losing off? You think he's losing Fatal 4-Way?
Fuck no.
He'll probably like somebody who probably, I don't know if Brock will get involved or not, but I mean,
there should be no reason.
Penta. Solo Sikoa, the MFT.
It's Penta, Solo, and who?
And Carmelo Hayes.
Oh no, he might win the Fatal 4 then. Okay, he might win that Fatal 4.
The next round that he would face is Braun, where the Vision could mess it up. Yeah. Dom, Trick, and Damian Priest.
So he might lose the Fatal 4 then because.
Do you want Braun versus him that soon?
Yeah, I don't know if they would do that.
That's why I'm like, why is Trick and Braun in the Fatal 4-Way together? These brackets suck.
But I think my pick is to win. I think it's Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth versus Roman.
Seth and Roman is SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what I believe they're doing.
Gee, you said get it over with.
That's what I believe they're doing. I think it's Seth and
but you mad about the over situation?
Aren't sure. Braun and Seth on opposite sides?
They are finals.
Yeah, that's the final. That's the final. Because Seth talking about he been wanting another shot at Braun.
Yep.
And he's been wanting to smoke. So
he won't. And I can see on Monday, Adam, whatever his name is, I can't think of his last name. Adam Pearce. Yeah, I can see Adam Pearce telling Seth, "You can't fight Braun until you win the King of the Ring." Go ahead, G.
Can I be devil's advocate a little bit? Just a
little.
Go
ahead, brother.
Because again, and this is more so going to like my thought process that you should be able to have stars, young stars, on the same level as your established vets. I understand why they would do Roman and Seth. I really, really do, especially if we're getting Roman Cody at Saudi based on everything we just saw. I understand it. But what does that do for Braun if he loses? I get it, Seth Rollins. I get it.
1-1.
I think Braun wins Money in the Bank.
It'd be 1-1.
Money in the Bank after SummerSlam this year, right?
Yeah, it is. It's after SummerSlam.
Yeah. So I can see
they do a Hell in a Cell third rubber match, G. But I agree with you. He shouldn't lose. Just like Oba shouldn't lose. Like, I don't know why the fuck to me, Oba's more.
I don't know why
than
Oba
Braun.
would be in this. I don't know why Oba would be in this match
if he doesn't win.
If he just lost to Brock, why would he care about anything going on? Because based on Oba's character and the way he's presented, he's gonna win his get back.
Yeah, Brock shouldn't be the thing that matters the most.
I think that's going to play. I don't know how that's going to play. But I do agree. I think that's going to play a factor into the rematch.
Brock has to cost him. Brock has to cost him.
I would feel y'all a lot more if Brock lost tonight. Brock is good.
Yeah, he won.
Brock looked more dominant versus Oba today than Oba did against Brock at WrestleMania.
I think, okay, so G, let me paint the story. So I think it would be like, the reason why Brock interferes is because, damn, you took 6 of my F5s. It couldn't bring you down. Maybe I'm getting older. He feels himself getting older. So it's like, I want to bury you. And I want to make sure you going into this third match has no chance, and I break your confidence.
I think Oba would have to do something. He would have to say something or do something. It would have to, like, intrigue. Well, which I think that's going to be the point. It would have to intrigue.
Is their match on Monday? I think their match.
Yeah.
So it's in Raw. So they're still in Italy. So something's going to happen tomorrow where Oba does something, where he says something or something, and Brock's going to come out because they're both still in Italy.
Yeah, I think something like that. I do agree. Something
is going to happen.
Something will happen with that. Yeah, he'll have to say something because it's 1-1. Or maybe Brock will just want it because it's 1-1. Maybe he'll want the alpha male instinct. Maybe he'll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just wants to just beat him.
SummerSlam is when? Beginning of August?
It's in August. Yeah.
Beginning of it, right? Like 2nd and 3rd?
Yeah. It's August 1st and 2nd. Right in the
August 1st and 2nd. Okay. Night of Champions.
Night of Champions is in June. Mm-hmm. And then July, they haven't said anything for July, so I don't know.
Well, there's nothing going to be in July because
it's at the end of June, not yet. 1st. Yeah, and Night of Champions at the end of June. So, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
speaking of Malik, we got to get our stuff.
If I'm banking, putting bread on it, yeah, it's probably Seth. Roman Seth, night 2 of SummerSlam. Cool, lock it in.
Because on that right side, I don't see anybody else winning besides Seth.
It's just there's a bunch of there's too many people they have put in this match that don't need to be losing right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it just depends on how certain people lose.
Trick, Braun, I don't think either of them should lose. Oba, I don't think he should lose. Ricky Saints just got to the roster. Why is he in this taking L's? But he could, but that's just me as a fan. And then LA Knight, brother, you're dead. You're dead in the water. People are saying you could win King of the Ring. Hell no.
Like, for example, the LA Knight Jey Uso side, one of them two are taking the pin. Cool.
Yep.
It's either Ricky Saints or Tala Tonga taking the pin.
Tala Tonga should take the pin. It should not be Braun Evans.
They got him built up too, man. It's gonna be Ricky Saints for sure.
Oh, which is so bad, bro. Ugh.
I mean, yeah, but then Dominic Mysterio is probably going to be the one taking the pin, but geez, bro, way to build your.
It should be Damian Priest. Fuck that. It should be Damian Priest. You're right, G.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day,
and then in the first one,
we're going to lose.
Does Sikoa take your pin? Because Solo Sikoa was about to enter a program with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes is supposed to be going after this U.S. title.
Building up, yep.
Penta's
your IC champion.
Obafemi is Obafemi, and Penta's your IC champion.
Yep.
I think Melo's probably
Melo's taking the pin, bro, which is trash. Which is so trash. Brock. So look, let me tell you how this match is gonna go, G. Brock gonna get Oba out of there. The MFTs are gonna do some shit to hit Penta or hit Melo, and whoever the MFTs hit is taking that damn pin, and Solo's moving on to round 2. And he gonna take a L. Because the Usos gonna interfere probably with that next match.
I don't want to see Solo Sikoa in round 2, bro.
It's gonna be Solo versus Braun, probably. Watch.
Solo and Braun.
They still care about babyface and heel. They're not gonna do that. They'll do 2 baby faces. They won't do 2.
It'll probably be Solo and Penta. I mean, it'll probably
it'll be Braun and Penta and Braun.
Probably Penta and Braun. Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, Logan Paul is hurt.
Yeah.
So Braun is the tag team champion now.
Yes, he is.
He's defending the tag titles now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Oh my
That's what I'm saying. Solo
But they don't. I don't think they care about it. Like I said, I don't think that's gonna last long. They don't care about that shit. They don't want Braun in them tag.
And then on the other side, like you said Ricky Saint? Yo, he's
still injured.
He's still injured, but he looks healthy, and he said he's coming back soon. So like his
at
return.
the end of the day, though, like some people got to lose though. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to take these L's. So
is Finn Balor taking the pin in the other group? Is Finn Balor taking that pin?
Not anymore.
I don't think he takes the pin in that match.
Is Jey Uso, LA Knight, Royce Keys?
LA Knight. It's Jey Uso or LA Knight. Finn Balor.
Actually, it might be Finn Balor.
Nah, because Jey Uso and LA Knight, they're gonna be the only spin-off feud.
It might be Finn Balor. It might be Finn Balor.
Hey, I can see what G's saying because what do you do with LA Knight? What do you do with Jey Uso? They feud against each other. I could totally see that being the feud for them.
Honestly, Finn Balor might win if we keep it above. He might win.
Ooh, Finn versus Seth.
Yeah,
I can get down with that.
He might win.
Finn versus Seth, I could see that.
I can get down with that.
I think it's I think it's LA Knight versus Seth because they've been kind of teasing that a little bit. They've been kind of teasing some shit about the bloodline stuff and all that other stuff. So.
I guess I'll probably be better tomorrow. But just
Finn
right
Seth
now,
would be cool.
I think it would. I just right now in my immediate emotions, the last thing I want to do is look at this King of the Ring because I don't think it's going to matter. Because I feel like they're going to mess up somebody in the process.
I don't think they'll mess up somebody, but I do feel this will be the first time because if Seth wins, I don't think he's beating Roman at SummerSlam for the title.
No, I don't think he is either.
So he'll be the first person since it's brought back to win and lose, which I mean, I guess at some point.
Is he?
Yeah, because Gunther won and Cody won last year, so they won their matches at SummerSlam. He beat Damian Priest and then he beat John Cena last year. So Seth will be the first one to win the tournament since it's brought back and lose. So unless he doesn't win, but then if he doesn't win, it's like if you have an Ober or Braun, they have to win. I mean, like they have no matter who they face.
Yeah, if it's not going to be Seth, I would rather see Roman right now because of everything going on. I would rather see Roman and Braun right now. I can buy into that more because for me, if Oba wins, even though I would be into the match, this stench of Brock Lesnar just beating him right now, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
He has to be the third. There has to be a third match now. Like, there's no way you just finish that off and not be a third match. That's just kind of stupid because then it would feel like, what's the point of doing the 1-1? So I think the whole thing is for it to stretch out, for it to have that third match, which is why I don't think Oba is winning. Because if it wasn't that the case, then Oba would be a favorite to win if Brock hadn't come back.
If Oba would have just won today and then straight into King of the Ring, I would have said sign me up. That's just I'm trying.
Right, and then if Brock had cost him the King of the Ring tournament, you could have understood. Okay, I get why Brock would.
That would have been a lot more understandable. And
then where does CM Punk fit in all this? Because I assume he's
CM Punk is on vacation, bro. He's on vacation.
You think he's gonna be gone for a while?
That might be CM Punk.
He was posting photos of him and Chris Bay, and he looked jacked, like he was ready to.
I'm not sure what he does when he comes back. I feel like he'd go after the title, but then again, I don't know.
Which title? Is he going after Cody's title? Or are they saving that?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that aspect of it because I know they want to do Cody Punk eventually.
Cody Punk, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they want to do Cody.
Dang, Cody gonna have 2 straight years of main events. He's gonna get Roman at Saudi and then Punk later. Oh god.
Or he might lose,
Not a champions will have to go either. I guess depending on who Roman faces, because Cody and Gunther could main event that show. But I guess
is Roman. You know what?
Roman's been advertised for that show. Yeah, he's advertised.
And Roman's probably gonna face fucking Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, that's who he's gonna face. No way. And that's gonna open. That's gonna open it, bro. They're gonna do the Solo.
There's no way,
bro.
I originally thought Night of Champions was gonna be Roman and Punk in the rematch. That's what I thought they would do, but
no, we getting that. So there's no way they showed that thing at the end. G is right. They showed that thing at the end for purpose,
I'm not believing it, bro. I'm not believing it.
Bro, you're not believing it, but here's the thing. Ever since Roman won that title, all they've done is regurgitate the original Bloodline stories.
Because Roman has creative control over stuff.
The Jacob thing is the same thing they did with Jay. Is just Jacob is a lot more like, I'm not no bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now Solo, why else would Solo be standing there at the end of the match?
And then he's gonna feud with Tama Tonga after they lose. Watch.
I'll say I didn't mind the Jacob stuff. I like the Roman and Jacob stuff. That was cool and different.
I did too.
I did too.
But when I saw Solo on that screen, I said, "Oh, come, nah, bro, that's not moving me,
bro." Let me tell you, Malik, they're doing it because
cool with Jacob. I was cool with Jake. We ain't done that. That was a little spot for Jacob. Now I don't know what they do with him now because he's in the bloodline. Whatever. I hopefully.
Nah, he's gonna be their enforcer now.
Yeah, he's gonna be right.
The three of them are gonna start treating Jacob like a bitch.
Yeah, facts.
You attacked us. You should have just acknowledged us. So now, you have to serve us.
It's gonna be so bad. I'm gonna be so upset. But nah,
I don't think it's gonna make Jacob look bad. I think they're still gonna do things where it's like Jacob doesn't want to be controlled. That's part of the game.
But here's my issue then. The angle has to be him winning that title. If they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do,
it could be. But I don't know. I don't see it now.
But here's the thing, though. That has to be the angle. If they tell the story the way I think they're going to tell it, that has to be the angle. And again, you got Oba, Braun, like you can't. Everybody can't get that.
Solo already acknowledged Roman.
You do, and see the thing is, you let Jacob take it off him, and then boom, Oba or Braun can beat.
I was. Listen,
Oba and Braun beating Jacob ain't the same as beating Roman.
I know, G, but I think Roman only wants to put over his family because, like you said, we know Roman has creative control, and he's been a part of his story, and all he's been doing is doing bloodline shit. And the fact that we saw Solo, bro, I'm telling you, we're gonna see Solo versus Roman, and then Tama Tonga and Talaloa, whatever the fuck his name is, are going to see Solo lose, and Tama's going to say, we're done following you. And that's going to be their feud, and then Tama's going to go rock with Shinsuke Nakamura. They've been building him and Shinsuke for so long. Him and Solo are going to break up due to the fact that Solo loses to Roman. You see that, G, because you brought it up.
I don't think
in your soul, you see that.
I don't think that's what
they already watched him lose to Roman, and they still stuck by his side.
I
agree, but I think it's different now.
I think they might play in Jacob's ear, but I don't. They can't run back Roman. There's no point of that. Like, there's no point of that. Like, Roman and Jacob once again, we hadn't seen that. That's cool. Okay, Jacob's out of control.
Right.
I can understand that. But like,
I was rocking with that.
I agree.
That was cool.
My bad, Prince DJ Talatong.
We can't just go back to Roman and Punk for that shit. Like, CM Punk can come back and say, "Hey, man, I want my title shot. My body gave out." They could even, you know what? They could even make it make sense and play the old factor to the story because Punk could say, "My body actually gave out on me at WrestleMania." He was right. I was old, but I've been gone. I've been training. I've been reinventing. You know,
Malik got too much optimism.
So that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen again. Like, they could easily run that right now.
I agree.
Thing, but like, so.
Punk not coming back, bro. Punk not saving us.
Before we move on to the next one, I just want to ask one question. A question and then a follow-up. When Roman won the title, how long did you think he was going to hold it?
Bro, I thought we was done at SummerSlam.
You want me to be real?
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll hold it to WrestleMania next year, bro.
That's what I would. And my follow-up was, well, for you, Lynn, because Malik answered already. Now, do you think it's still done at SummerSlam?
Oh, no, fuck no. It's me. I'm with you and Malik. It's Mania, brother.
I never believed he was losing.
And see, now it makes sense.
A lot of y'all thought it was going to be Oba.
And yes.
Based off that little promo he cut.
Yes. But now the promo makes sense. No, the promo makes sense now.
A lot of y'all thought it was going to be Roman and Oba.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it was Roman and Seth.
No, you did.
I never believed Roman was losing it at SummerSlam. I think it's Roman and Seth. And I think if Roman does lose the title this year, it would have to be Survivor Series, but they always do the War Game shit.
Yeah.
So he's either in that or he's not on the show. So I think but then it's like
he can lose it at Saturday Night's main event.
See, no, I think G.
He ain't doing no Saturday Night's main event.
I think now the Oba promo makes sense. Let's see how he does after the summer, aka the Brock feud. Let's see how he builds up. Malik said, "Let Oba win the Royal Rumble."
I think Oba will be fine. I think Oba wins the Rumble.
If Oba wins the Rumble, he fights Roman at Mania. That's why I think Roman has it until.
I would much rather prefer that than Roman Cody 3.
Me too.
It's not gonna be any of those. You already know what they're gonna do.
Oh, Rock Roman.
I ain't gotta say it.
Yeah, Rock Roman. Yeah, Saudi. I forgot it's the Saudi meeting.
Okay, let me say this.
Malik, let me say this.
I forgot.
Let me say this. I'm not saying that it will happen, but y'all know that's what they want. You know that.
Oh no, they definitely want. Well, then Oba has to beat. Oba has to beat Roman before then. Yeah, Oba has to beat Roman before then. At some point,
it's Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He got to beat him at War
Games. If we get to December or January, and I hear that fucking theme music, you were banned from the show. I don't care.
You will, bro. Roman's gonna lose the championship, and we're gonna hear the Rock music. Nah, Malik, I see why.
Oba and Cody, because you know Cody gonna be on the other side in the title match again.
Yeah, and we could get Braun winning the championship at Survivor Series. Somebody's winning. I think Malik, you're right. Somebody's winning that championship from Roman at Survivor Series War Games or at the Netflix Day One. And then Rock's gonna challenge him at Saudi because Rock and Roman won't be for the championship.
That's what they want, bro. Saudi Arabia, yeah, they want that.
No, Rock and Roman Reigns won't be for a championship. I'm so sure.
I could see see Braun Breaker winning Money in the Bank and cashing in on Roman.
See, that's my thing. Like, I would think they would be smart enough to know, like, you don't have to put the title in that match. But then again, they don't WWE, so it's like
I hope they don't put the title. And see, that's me thinking they know they shouldn't, but. G is right. I mean, shit.
What else they fighting for then?
Yeah. That's the thing. Well, no, they're fighting for head of the table, bro. See, that's the thing.
Like,
yeah, the Ula Fala.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, look, can we have an honest conversation? Can we just?
And why would The Rock care about that at this stage?
Tribal Chief don't mean shit unless you have the title. Nobody's fighting for Tribal Chief without that fucking title. Like it.
Roman and Solo.
Solo wanted that.
Tribal Chief is just a creative way of saying I'm the champion. That is a very unique and intrinsic way of saying I'm the champion. Because remember, when he didn't have the championship, he was calling himself the OTC, the original Tribal Chief.
Well, he did that because
and not be that currently.
There's a reason. There's a reason why he did that, though. G. He did that because Solo was claiming.
We get that. But I understand. You got to understand G's point.
I do get what G's saying.
No. Listen, hold on. You got to understand G's point. Since Roman's been Tribal Chief, the best shit he's done is when he got that title around him, bro. If he don't get that title, the whole 2 years he didn't have that championship. I mean, he was doing some okay stuff, but it wasn't
cool.
It wasn't what he was doing before.
I see what y'all saying.
Like, it was cool. It was there, but it's like it wasn't what he's doing before. Bro, immediately as soon as he got that title, bro, they started picking shit up with the whole bloodline. Like, they started making it feel like.
So let me ask then.
He in the main events again. He's showing up. You feel me? Like.
So I'm gonna ask both y'all this. Based on what both y'all are saying, then Rock and Roman has to be for the championship. And then what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What else they gonna fight for? What else they gonna fight for? Because The Rock is realistically, if The Rock wanted the Ula Fala, why he already come back and get it? Could have been had it. But what does he want it for? And honestly, what does he need it for? He got one of the most powerful voices in the family. He called himself the final boss.
True.
So, like,
but that's my thing. Like, then what are we doing? Like, oh my gosh. So then that match is gonna be for the belt.
So I don't know how they make it make sense. And they might not even care because they know it's gonna make so much money at the end of the day. So they're looking at the money and everything. But let's move on. Let's move on to Oba and Oba and Brock. So make sure you guys, once again, we got 200 y'all, and make sure y'all subscribe.
Hey, shout out to y'all.
Let us know how you guys feel about the show overall. Oba Brock. So you said something interesting, G. You said that you feel Brock looked more dominant than what Oba did at WrestleMania, right? Is that how you put it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see why you would say that, but I look at it a little bit differently. Brock did more in this match, because Oba didn't have to do so much at WrestleMania. You got to remember, he beat Brock Lesnar under 5 minutes. It only took him under 5 minutes to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania with only one finish, which don't know how many people we can really name in the history of the company that's ever happened to. Goldberg is one that comes to my mind, but that Goldberg was already Goldberg at that point, and that's kind of what made him famous to an extent. To me, what this match told me, even though I'm still a believer they should have just ended the Brock and Oba feud at WrestleMania, and we should have just moved on from that. But I understand now. I still feel the picture is still the same. I really believe they see a lot in Obafemi, and I still believe they see him as one of their next big stars. And I think he beats Brock in the trilogy match. But this match showed me that Brock Lesnar, even though yes he beat Obafemi, he had to throw everything and more to beat Obafemi. He took 7 finishers, and the last time I saw Brock Lesnar hit that many finishers on somebody and beat that person was against Roman Reigns. And that wasn't even the best version of Roman, might I add you. That was during Roman Reigns during the big dog time frame. So I feel what I saw and what I took from it was Oba's already proven that he can dominate Brock in convincing fashion without even really breaking a sweat because he beat him under 5 minutes. Brock Lesnar had to throw everything he possibly could at Oba and even more to keep this man down. He hit him with 3 F5s off rip, right? And kicked out of that. That blew me away. I'm like, okay, that's cool, right? Then he put him in the Kimura. He was able to get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he hit him with another F5. Now I was getting a little nervous. I'm like, damn. Another F5. Then kicked out of that. So I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, well, that's cool. Then he hit him through the announce table. Then this nigga got up. Like, that shit was nothing. Got back in the ring. Started picking up some momentum, and then he hit him with the other F5, and he beat him. So I'm like, okay. The way they did it, I understood what they were doing. They were making Oba look really strong in the end. Brock Lesnar had to throw everything he possibly could at Oba and more to beat him. They didn't even give Braun Strowman that treatment, which is crazy if you ask me. So I still feel in the end, the third match probably will be their most competitive, I'm assuming. I'm thinking that because Brock's matches over the last few years have been finisher festers, right? They've been finisher there, big moments here and there. I'm assuming their third match will be the competitive, dominant alpha males, well, who's going to get the better of who type shit. That's kind of what I'm thinking they're going to build to. So that's why I still believe Oba is fine. Now, if we get to SummerSlam and Oba loses, we can come back to this conversation and revisit how terrible this is. But I honestly believe they see a lot in Oba, which is why they continue to put him in this feud. And it's why they've been doing the things they've been doing with him. He beat Brock at Mania. They did the little squash matches afterwards to keep his momentum. Brock's now back. Even though, yes, he beat Oba and he took his first loss on the main roster. I know some people probably upset by that, which I get. But the way he lost didn't make me feel like Obafemi looked like a bitch. To me, it made me feel like, damn, he had to throw all that to take down Obafemi. So I still believe Oba is good. Somebody said Brock versus Oba last man standing. Maybe we get that. I would be okay with that. Last man standing will be fine. But I personally feel Oba is still going to be in a good spot.
My issue is that this company, whoever is making these final decisions, is causing us to lose, or causing me to lose faith in that, because you said you feel like they see a lot in Oba. How many people have we said that about, and how many of them still have their momentum? Gunther. Oh, they clearly see a lot in Gunther. They keep giving them the titles, and he just tapped out John Cena. Braun Breaker, they clearly see a lot in him. This, then, the third, and Javon Evans. I mean, granted, Javon Evans is to a much lesser extent.
Yeah, much lesser
extent. But even then, they keep like dangling the fruit, like you got to be quicker than that, and they're moving it out of our face. Oba can still be fine. They have to pick somebody.
Yeah, they do.
Like, my thing is, they have to pick somebody. But the reason why they're making me lose faith is because they keep teasing us with all these people under 30 in favor of the ones that are over 40. They like, me personally, I hope Oba wins the feud. I get it. They have a thing where it's gotta be 3 matches. Like, they've been doing that for decades. But we went backwards, in my opinion, because as you just said, Malik, it didn't take Oba. He didn't even break a sweat.
Yeah.
You went from him not even breaking a sweat to him getting dominated 97% of the match. It wasn't, I would have felt you more if it was a little more 50-50. Oba got in some elbows in the corner and I think a choke slam.
Yeah, but Brock also.
So let me play a little devil's advocate to that. G.
But that's what I'm saying. You're flipping it all the way 180. Like you're not even. If you would have just flipped it 90 degrees and made it like 60-40. Okay, cool. But Oba literally he got jumped at the start. But Oba literally got 3%, 5% of offense in. Like that's a and somebody just said it. Even Cody went 1-1 against Brock. Please do not remind me of that atrocity.
But now the Cody matches, and as the Cody got his ass whooped. Cody barely beat Brock. And this is what I'll say about the Oba thing. And I'm with Malik and G both. I think it should have ended at WrestleMania. I think it should have ended. And I feel Malik what he said, because I asked him before, how many people has Brock F5 6 times and they got up? And that's why I say the Cody thing is different. Cody got one F5 and choked out Kimura lock. It was done. Cody got his ass whooped. Cody barely beat Brock. Whereas with this, Oba legit took everything. Brock had to go hard. And this is why, G, to your point, I wish it had been more 50-50, but story-wise, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I think Oba was shocked at how much Brock went, like how hard he went. Whereas, like Malik said, Oba didn't break a sweat in the first one. He was like, "Oh, this is the beast. I beat the beast with ease." He was kind of taking it lightly. That's what I'm hoping they tell the story of. He was taking it a little lightly, and Brock gave him everything he got. This is Brock's last gas in the next match. Oba not taking that shit lightly. He gonna stomp this dude out. And I agree with you, G. They shouldn't have did that, but that's how I feel the story.
If Oba Femi,
Oba's gonna turn it up a notch.
If Oba Femi went into this match and the story they tell is that I took Brock Lesnar lightly, Oba Femi, you don't deserve to be the face. You're stupid. Who takes Brock Lesnar lightly? Like, to me, that would be stupid. Who takes this man lightly?
Lightly might be the wrong word.
No. Like, if you should not be underestimating. I don't care what you did. You should not be underestimating the guy.
I don't know, but
who ended Undertaker's undefeated streak and killed Super Cena. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you did. You should not be underestimating. If that's the story they tell, then Oba Femi is a fucking idiot.
That's fair.
I don't think
I just think because he beat him, underestimated and lightly, maybe the wrong words. I just think because he beat him, and I can only relate it to like anime. When Vegeta beat Cell, it was like, I beat this nigga. This nigga is trash. I'm gonna let you go to Perfect Cell. And Perfect Cell whooped his ass, and then he had to go up another level to beat him. Now I'm looking at it in an anime. Taking it lightly is wrong. I think it's hard to explain. That's the only analogy I could use it to.
I think for me, it also showed that Brock had to take Oba more serious.
More serious, yeah, facts.
Because not only did he sneak him in the beginning, but he had to keep bringing everything he possibly had to put him down. You got to think, like, there's certain legends that we watched over the years where Brock didn't have to put in that much effort to beat, like Super Cena, Undertaker when he had the streak, even Roman Reigns at times, depending on the circumstances in the match. You know, like all these other people that he's beaten over the years, like Oba Femi, it took 7 finishers to put this man down. So I strongly feel whenever they do it'll probably be at SummerSlam because, you know, of the location.
Brock's last match,
it'll be at SummerSlam. And whether Brock puts his career on the line or whatever the case may be, right? I feel Oba Femi at SummerSlam, that will be the moment of stamping his approval on the main roster. Like, he's arrived. He's one of our next guys, and that's when they start to build up his quest to what I believe he's going to win the Royal Rumble next year. That's what I see for the future. If it ain't that, then I can't tell you what it is.
I just don't think everybody needs a long-term story. I mean, there's a lot of things issue with it, but as far as the match itself, I guess I can't get over the fact that we shouldn't be here right now. That I guess that's what I'm struggling. Like, I know I can probably change it to like, okay, we're here now. Let's adjust. I just can't get over the fact that we're here now. Like, we shouldn't be here, but we can go to these super chats.
Yeah, we got a $19 one too.
It's crazy. All this, it's crazy that this all traces back to Seth getting hurt because this push the plans they had for Mania this year. What does Roman do after SummerSlam? Roman will just continue to tell stories with whoever he's with. He'll beat Seth. Maybe him and Cody, they can run that for, I guess, the show Crown Jewel.
Yeah, do the Crown Jewel Championship.
They might have him take some more time off to space out his stuff too. So
yeah, it could be a bunch of things. And yeah, everybody, that move Vegeta did is still one of the worst in animes. I agree with everybody in the chat. But I'm glad y'all like the analogy.
Oba losing only works if they have a good long-term booking ready, which they didn't think they could do because we're all confident. I think also, look, I get that a lot of us, all right, to keep it 100, I get a lot of us have some bad deja vu with WWE over the years because they give us people on a silver platter and they build up these superstars that we all like and we see a lot of potential in, whether they come up from NXT or they give them a great presentation on the main roster. And then we're all like, oh man, this guy could be a world champion. Oh, this guy could be a next top star. And we're all seeing the vision of that. And then somehow they mess it up. They fumble it. We've seen a lot of it over the last decade with Braun Strowman, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, LA Knight, and many others, right? We get it. I understand that as well. But I will be shocked if they mess up Obafemi. I will be flabbergasted if we're not talking in the next year and a half, 2 years, Obafemi being one of the biggest stars in the company for the potential future. Same way I feel about Braun Breaker. Like, those are the two guys that I'm looking at that I think WWE is salivating over. Like, yeah, we got these two guys. These are going to be somebody, that we're going to help propel up to the higher echelon on the top of the mountain for the potential future. You could throw Trick Williams in there too if you want for certain people. That wouldn't be crazy either at this point. But for me, it's like, I just don't see any scenario where I see them not utilizing those two individuals in particular, and I'm talking about Braun Breaker and Obafemi for the near future. Like, I get, once again, we got bad deja vu for a lot of people that they've misused over the years, so it's hard to trust WWE at times and who they use because you're like, man, you got your hands on this person right here. Like, how do you not utilize them? How was Samoa Joe not a world champion in WWE when he was there? And he was one of the best wrestlers in TNA for years and one of the best guys to not be in the company, right? So we're like, oh man, like how does that not happen? I get that. And I also understand that not everybody's going to be utilized at a high level too. So I also feel like certain people have to stop using the narrative of that person needs a big push. That person needs a big push. That can't happen for everybody. Not everybody can get a big push, but you get certain feels and certain aura about certain people where it's like, that person got something. You can't mess that up. That person has something right there. And a lot of us feel that way about Obafemi. So I totally understand that. Whether you agree that he should be in the Brock feud or not, I don't think it's a bad spot for him to be in because it's still Brock Lesnar at the end of the day. So he's in a high-profile story with somebody that draws. And if he's beating that guy and especially puts his ass into retirement, I think that only helps Oba more. How could you not, utilize him more? And I don't look at Gunther the same way because Gunther already had the championships. He already done everything. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say as a main event guy. But I don't think they look at Gunther as a big money draw. I don't think they look at him like that. I think they look at Oba like that. I think they see Oba as a big money draw.
But I also think that I agree with Malik where I don't think Oba's situation's hurt. That's why I said when G said the 4 names, I think Oba and Gunther are in situations where they will be okay. Whereas when you look at Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu, they're in situations where I don't know what's going to happen to them. At least with Oba, it's like, okay, we're getting that third match with Brock, and that's going to propel you because you're going to win that. Did I want that to happen? No, not at all. But at least he has something. Whereas Jacob, I don't know what Jacob about to do. Jacob about to be a bitch. I don't know what Jacob going to do. Braun Breaker is in a tag team with Austin Theory. Like, what is happening? He should have won that championship back against CM Punk when we, like how me, G, and Malik said on that Netflix show. He should have won back then. Or was that just me and Malik? Like me and Malik said, he should have won back then. But now he's in a tag team with Austin Theory. I don't know what's next for him. At least with Oba, there's something. And with Gunther, there's something. Those two, they don't have nothing.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
and then we move on. We move on to Becky and Sol. Definitely did not think Sol Ruka was going to win. That surprised me.
I did because this whole show, I knew nobody else was losing. I was like, this is the only chance we're going to get a title change. So I pretty much felt, I was like, Jade obviously wasn't winning. I knew Gunther wasn't going to win, even though I felt like he should have. And obviously Roman was retaining. This is the only chance we were going to have at a title change. So
I didn't think there was going to be any title changes. Keep it safe.
Nah, that's what Saturday Night's main event is for. A clash, like a PLE, there's gonna be one.
I was shocked just based on like how the media has been like reporting about how she's been botching and just things like, is the company okay with her? And see, that goes to where you don't believe everything that dirt sheets are saying. And granted, that wasn't necessarily the Dave Meltzers or Sean Ross Sapp. It was on Fightful, it just wasn't them. But that goes back to saying you shouldn't believe the dirt sheets. But yeah, I didn't think the company had faith in her to do it with Becky, but I'm glad they did, because now we have a great wrestler in Sol Ruca in there, and she can have incredible feuds. And the Intercontinental belt is supposed to be a belt that is, these people are the next champions. So now that Becky's built it up, Sol, a future champion, Lyra, future champion. Like, that's what I want the IC belt to be. So I'm extremely excited that Sol won. How'd y'all think the match was? I thought it was solid.
Match was cool. It was okay.
I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah, cool.
It was all right.
I didn't think it was like a banger, but I thought it was at least 3 stars, 3.5
she has done like
out of
some
5.
screw up, so I don't know if it's just like she'd be nervous. I don't know, because she messed up a couple of spots. So
in the past she has.
And then the main event, kind of underwhelming to me, bro. I was expecting a lot more.
Me too.
To the main event.
Let me say this: do y'all think it's because Jacob was hurt? Because that was reported as well, that Jacob has some sort of injury.
Hurt, so
yeah,
fine to me.
I mean, honestly, what we got is exactly what I expected.
Like, I expected Roman to win, but like he was beating that ass. So like,
no, I that's what I said. We got exactly what I expected: a slow-paced beatdown, and especially when they did the angle where he slammed his hand. I said, "Oh yeah, it's wraps." Because now, for whatever reason, Jacob, what else are you gonna do?
Jacob,
like, they were trying to make a big deal that he kicked out of that moonsault. I'm like, bro, he ain't teased or wanted to do that moonsault ever since he started grabbing his nigga throat. Please, that. Yeah.
And that end, bro. Man, I don't. We talked about it a little bit already, but I just can't. I can't wrap my head and believe that they're about to run this Roman and Solo.
I believe that's happening, bro. There's no reason.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not possible. No.
I'm taking it all.
Why else did they show him then, Malik? They spent so much time on him.
Solo trying to save Jacob. He's trying to get Jacob back in the corner or something.
How else he gonna get Jacob but beat Roman ass?
We already.
We gonna get the Usos versus Tala Tong or Tala. What the fuck is that tall nigga name, bro? Is it Tala Longa?
Tala Tonga.
Tala Tonga. We gonna get Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga versus the Usos, and then Roman versus Solo.
Are you thinking a tag match?
I think it's gonna be two separate matches. I think we get in a tag match for the Usos, the Usos versus the Tongans, and then Solo versus Roman. And I think the Tongans gonna win their match, and I think Roman gonna win his. Thus, Solo and the Tongans beefing.
Oh my god! I know exactly what they're gonna do. I just figured it out. It's just clicked in my brain right now. At Night of Champions, because Solo's not winning this. At Night of Champions, it's going to be Roman and Solo again for that world title. But it's not going to be like an official tagline. But you know what Solo and Roman are going to be fighting for other than that title? Who Jacob's going to say I love you to?
Oh, shit.
Solo in the weeks leading up is going to be like, Jacob, what happened to I love you, Solo? Roman's going to look at him. By the end of the match, you gonna tell me you love your tribal chief, and that's exactly what they're gonna feel. Oh, no. And so at the end of the match, Jacob Fatu is gonna look at him and be like, "I love you, Roman."
I can totally see that happen. And I'm telling you, the Tongans, Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga are gonna verse the Usos. The Usos are gonna lose, and then the Tongans are gonna be pissed at Solo and be like, "We're not following you, bro. You took an L. We won. F you."
You said Solo going,
Solo gonna lose his family. I can see Solo going back.
I love you, Roman. That's exactly what Jacob's gonna do.
Gee, after Solo loses his family, could you see him crawling back to Roman, Jacob, in the Usos?
So what we gonna have what's it called? We're gonna have a Bloodline Bullet Club.
The 5 of them, all of the 5 of them again, and just instead of Sami Zayn, we have Jacob.
And it's Finn. Did they announce Finn was on SmackDown?
I'm telling you, bro.
His name is Blue. I mean,
his name is Blue.
He already beat. What's it called? He already beat both of them. So he beat beat Dom.
Let Finn come to SmackDown, bro. SmackDown
he beat Dom. He beat him in a street fight, right?
Yeah, he beat Dom. He beat Dom and JD.
He ain't taking that AAA title either. That's El Grande.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, Dom got to lose that to El Grande. Facts.
Can we talk about how great the El Grande involvement has become?
Are we done with Clash? Are we done? Because we done with Clash. Yeah, facts. Lit.
El Grande Americano introduced as one of the cringiest and disrespectful gimmicks that people did not like at that time to Lucha Libre, right?
It wasn't disrespectful to me, but you know,
for certain people in the culture,
certain people thought.
Yeah, I'm not gonna understand it.
And somehow they managed to turn this shit into one of the best gimmicks they got right now and one of the best stories ever. And I guess Chad Gable getting injured was a blessing in disguise because then they gave it to Ludwig, allegedly.
Whoever they gave it to someone.
Allegedly, they say it's Ludwig Kaiser. There's no proof of that, but
I don't know. I heard it's someone else.
But whoever's under that mask has been playing that gimmick so well. Listen, I know some people might not watch AAA because the way he's used on Monday Night Raw is not the same as AAA.
AAA, he's a star. He's the main.
AAA, this nigga Jesus.
Yeah,
bro. Let me tell you. As somebody who grew up in El Paso, Texas, which if you don't know where El Paso, Texas is, let's just say this is El Paso, Texas. This is Juarez, Mexico. They're right next to each other.
It's right
right next to each other. That song they sang for
El Grande,
the person El Grande, you know, not the OG, but the song they sang for El Grande,
true El Grande.
The fact that they were singing that song for him, I said,
what does that mean, G?
I can't explain what it means. I just know it's a very impactful Spanish song. The fact that they sung that song for him, I literally said, I was like, for anybody who thinks that this gimmick is disrespectful, you're literally looking at a stadium packed, mind you, packed in Monterrey, Mexico. Everybody singing that song, going crazy for this man. Everybody singing that song, going crazy.
Could you give us a comparison, like for a black song, like if they sang it for a black, like
bro, it's not even a black song. Imagine if somebody was so beloved by America, his theme song was the national anthem.
Oh shit!
Imagine if it. Now, obviously, that's not the. That's obviously not the Mexican national anthem.
But something close.
That's how big that song is. Like when I heard it, I was like, "Wow, they really singing this song for this guy."
Damn.
And the thing is, ain't Ludwig like German or something?
Yeah, Austrian. Allegedly.
You know,
Austrian or German.
The fact that they was singing that song for this man. Anybody think it's disrespectful? Watch that whole crowd, bro. They don't care.
Bro, AAA
going crazy for that man. It's amazing what happens when you let people with common sense book the show. Undertaker, please.
Yeah, shout out to Mean Mark, baby. Mean Mark Callis and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels booking in NXT, but more specifically, Undertaker booking AAA. AAA is one of the best wrestling shows on the planet. It might be the best wrestling show in 2026. AAA really might be, because week to week AEW is up and down. Their pay-per-views are great, but AAA is good week to week, and their pay-per-views are good. Got to give Mean Mark his props. Look, that El Grande story is story of the year right now. It is the best story of wrestling in 2026 right now. If 2026 ended today, Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser has a match of the year candidate. I said in OG El Grande and the true El Grande, their match, I think, because Double or Nothing was arguably pay-per-view of the year and had multiple 5-star and 4-star matches. I think this match is as good as the Swerve Bandito match and the Takeshita Okada match, if not better. And those are the two matches I gave 5 stars on Double or Nothing. That's how good this match was. The way that Chad Gable and true Americano like just hooped, bro, it was beautiful. Everything about that match was beautiful.
And then I don't watch AAA like week to week. Obviously, I knew like they had that girl get fired because I seen clips and stuff. When I saw that person in that green come out with the lucha mask.
Oh, Pimpinella, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. But I saw it, I was like, oh, this is clearly somebody.
Because Chad Gable
messed up.
Chad Gable beat their ass.
When they took that mask off and the whole crowd went stupid, I said, yeah, y'all doing something crazy with this because I don't know who this is. But now I'm a fan because
Undertaker cooking, bro. Undertaker's cooking.
Didn't it feel like Endgame vibes? Like
yes, 100%. That was
WrestleMania 40. Like
this was the end of a story. Like this was like
They got a really good audience down there too.
That loves it. Yeah, bro. And I think
the people down there.
I think Malik is right. The only person that can take that title off of Dominic Mysterio is El Grande Americano.
El Grande, bro. It's gotta be.
And the El Grande match is gonna be huge, bro.
That's gonna put brand right now, bro.
Yeah,
he's literally the face of the brand.
That's gonna give Dom his heat back, his heel heat, because the crowds in the Texas areas are gonna see that, and when Dom's on the main roster, they're gonna boo. And just like when we went to Europe, America took all of Europe's booing and shit. America's gonna start booing Dom again, which he needs. So this will give him his heat. I'm so ready for it.
Because remember, Mexico loved Dom for a minute too.
Yeah, they did, and that started the trend of Dom getting cheered.
And so now that he about to go up against El Grande,
he gonna get his heat back. Yes, sir.
That's cool. Like I don't think Dom is nothing crazy in the ring, whether he's Mexico or not. But man,
it's gonna cook.
That's gonna be peak, boy.
That match might be better than this match, which is which is insane to say.
I don't know about
maybe not in ring wise, G, but just feeling aura.
Feeling,
yeah.
You know what also reminds me of? It reminds me of Cole Gargano the first time. That's what that reminded me of, bro. Like the goosebumps you got. I was like, man.
Now let me ask y'all. Chad Gable should get a real push now, right? Or like he can't just go back. Oh damn, she laughing. Oh damn,
can't even handle Gunther right. What makes you think they gonna handle Chad Gable?
You right. God damn.
You know what that nigga finna do?
I could see him beating Penta because of the aspect of what he just came off of.
Yeah, bro.
But if it ain't that though, he's just gonna go back to what he was doing before.
You know what he finna go do?
Bro, I hope Chad's not in catering, bro.
You know what he's finna go do on Monday?
He'll be losing to people.
You know what he's finna do on Monday, y'all?
Oh no, he's on SmackDown. Because remember, he switched.
Who?
Chad, because Chad was fighting Cody and shit. I think he switched.
When did he fight Cody? I don't know. Because him and El Grande were fighting on Raw.
Oh yeah. You're right.
But no, I'm literally telling you what he's gonna do on Monday. He's gonna have a backstage segment with Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree, with the Creeds behind him and Ivy Nile. That's exactly what he's gonna do on Monday. And then Maxine Dupree is gonna get in the car again with Austin Theory.
Oh my
Chad Gable
he could be in that Vision story because
he could be they said they wanted. Now this was Sean Ross Sapp reported this. They want to add people to the Vision. Is Chad Gable someone that could get added? I hope not.
Chad Gable to the Vision.
Why, bro? They don't need no more niggas in that vid, bro. Let it. Just let if it's gonna be Braun Breaker and Austin Theory, just let that happen. Let Bronson Reed come back and just let it be, man.
Just give him the IC title, bro. I haven't beat Penta. That's what I would do.
Yeah, okay.
That would be great, but Chad Gable's literally going to be backstage with Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews ain't there no more. He don't work there no more.
Yeah, he left.
My bad.
Yeah.
Then what's some niggas' names? Garzas. The Garzas. That's what he finna do. That's what he finna be with.
Somebody said Chad Gable gonna fight Matt Cardona for the first slice of pizza.
Oh my gosh, bro! And Matt Cardona got his ass beat by Sami Zayn. I don't know what Matt Cardona about to do.
Wait. Sami Zayn won convincingly. It wasn't like a 50-50 match.
I
didn't watch SmackDown this week.
Was it 50-50, Malik? I'm trying to.
Yeah, it was a little competitive.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't like he got his ass whipped, G, but like he lost, bro. I don't think
so. Sami Zayn is like a legit heel now. Like it's like legit.
He doesn't think he is, but yeah,
he's not like he doesn't believe he is, but he kind of is.
His catchphrase is he's the last good guy left, which they're gonna turn.
He's
into
talking about how he does all these right things, which is true. He does all these right things and everything, but he doesn't believe he's.
And people love Cody. They think he's the true babyface, but he's the last great babyface left.
Oh yeah, I heard that that Baron Corbin's coming back too.
True. Well, hey, also Enzo, and it's possible that Big Cass is as well, but Enzo is. But either Baron Corbin or Enzo might be used as Danhausen's giant clone. Which, if it's Baron Corbin, that's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful as hell. I don't think it should be Big Cass either because I want Big Cass and Enzo to work together. But why the fuck will we have a tag team when there's no tag team division?
Yeah, because they barely even know how to utilize the tag teams right now. So. That's tough though, man. I don't know, like.
But they're definitely both of them.
Chad Gable was tough, man. I feel like I would have him beat Penta for the Intercontinental Championship.
Got to, Malik.
Of that story he had coming off with, like,
yeah, he beat his luchador demons.
Yeah. That's an easy story there to tell. But Chad might be going back to babyface, so that's the thing. Like,
that's what I think he's gonna do now because I feel like he's beloved again. But that might just be in Mexico. You know, we got to see how that turns out. Anything else WWE you want to talk about? Because we could do a little double or nothing before we, you know.
So what do you want to talk about double or nothing?
How'd you feel about it, bro? I thought the Swerve.
10 out of 10.
I thought the Swerve Bandito match, that to me was my favorite match. And specifically the spot where Swerve was on Bandito's shoulders and then did that house call into the stomp.
Was crazy.
Bro, that was insane.
Besides El Grande, Bandito's probably my favorite luchador. Like,
I agree. Yeah. Bandito's incredible.
Real quick, I apologize. I do have to go, but appreciate y'all. Hey, make sure y'all follow, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000, so get there. Last thing I'll say before we legit head off, because I know y'all got into Double or Nothing, and I haven't been able to watch everything. I've just seen clips. Thank God MJF won that title back.
Yeah, facts.
Thank God. Like, Darby, you had your little run. Let's stop playing around. Look, I get when people get hot, you know, give them an opportunity, but let's stop giving these niggas who don't need to be in the main event. Let's stop giving them.
So let me ask you this before we all head out in a second. Currently active right now on TV, who are y'all top 5 favorites right now? Currently active
favorites. I'll go because I don't mind. Oba is still my favorite. Even though they're messing him up. Obviously, I mean, I was really rocking with Jacob. I just
we talking all wrestling, Malik, or just
yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, there's nothing MJF can do that'll ever make me not tune into what he's got going on.
Facts.
Should I give? I mean, no, there's not really anybody in the women's division that's like popping out. I mean, obviously there's good people, but like nothing's really taking my attention. I mean, obviously I'll give Samoa Joe his love anytime he's on TV. I'm gonna tune in. I don't care what he does. I am actually interested in seeing how Edge and Christian's run goes because I didn't have a lot of faith in it. Like I thought it was just gonna be like a here nigga damn. But I'm curious. I'm very interested to see what they do. But I appreciate y'all. I gotta dip. So
hell yeah. All right, Malik, I'll answer your question, then we could talk about those matches real quick. My five favorite right now, obviously Cody Rhodes. I'm a Cody guy. I would say in WWE, I gotta give it to Trick. Anytime Trick's on screen, I am invested as hell. Like I am a fan. AEW wise, MJF, like G was saying, I'm invested in right now. I'm invested in his story. I'm invested in Will Ospreay's story. I think he's telling one of the best stories with the Death Riders. I am super interested in him. Everything he got going on with Jon Moxley and that whole crew. Like the Death Riders went from the bane of everyone's existence to now it's interesting as hell. And then my final one is Kevin Knight. Like Kevin Knight turning heel, I am so interested in. I think Kevin Knight as a heel can work. I think he is absolutely incredible. He has that charisma. I liked his promo after Dynamite, and then Bandito's my favorite luchador. So those are my 5. What's your 5? Oh, that was 6 for me, but what's your 5?
I would probably say my 5. Roman still in there. Anything Roman does on TV, I'll definitely tune in to watch. Cody would be up there. Obafemi would be up there. I'm not gonna lie, El Grande Americano is up there for me,
hey, El Grande cooking, bro.
In there for me. El Grande is up there for me, bro. Like
I ain't mad at that.
El Grande, and then Probably like MJF is up there too. I really do like MJF. I'll throw MJF in there because everything he does, I feel like it's just must watch.
It
like
is, bro.
Darby Allin, whether he's doing stuff with Adam Cole, like he's had so many good stories over the years with Jericho, Adam Cole, Darby Allin, Moxley, like he's CM Punk, like he's just able to make so many things work. Yeah, he has so many layers to him.
How did you? Okay, so in Double or Nothing, I think my top 5 matches: Swerve and Bandito was number 1. I had Takeshita Okada number 2. Number 3, I really like that women's 4-way. I thought that 4-way was incredible, and I think Tekla. Look, I loved it, bro. I think Tekla is my favorite women's wrestler right now overall, outside of my girl Willow. So I really like that match, and then I would say MJF and Darby would be 4, and then 5, Ospreay and Joe. I gave the first 2 5 stars, the next 2 4.25, and then Joe and Ospreay a 4. How you feeling?
I might have to redo my 5 because Takeshita's up there for me too.
Yeah, Takeshita Okada was, bro. That match was incredible, bro.
Takeshita's one of my guys, man. That's one of my guys right there.
Yeah, and I like the Protostar too. Like when he came back, that pop. Yeah, Fletcher's good, but I don't know if I'd put him in my 5 though.
He's cool. Overall, the show was good. I liked the show overall. The AEW pay-per-views can drag out a little bit, but I think the match is definitely delivered for sure. You think they run Ospreay and MJF
at All In? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wembley is like. It doesn't make so before. I thought Darby could have won, and we could have got John Moxley beating Darby for us to get the Death Riders versus Ospreay, but they didn't want to do that because of John Moxley's in a good place right now as the Continental Champion. He doesn't need to be the World Champion right now. We have a lot of young guys. He did his job as the ace. He's still the ace, just like when Tanahashi didn't need to win the championship anymore. They gave it to other guys, but Tanahashi was still the ace. Same thing with Mox. So I definitely feel the biggest match they can make is MJF versus Ospreay. Like, it has to be. Even though they did that story already, it's for the World Championship.
Yeah, I think that's the most important match they could do. MJF versus Will Ospreay. Like,
it is.
Wembley Stadium. Ospreay is going to have to be the champion at some point. Like, how can you not make Will Ospreay the AEW World Heavyweight Champion? At some point, he's going to have to be the champion. So,
do you have him win it All In? That's the question.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I think they'd be kind of dumb not to do that. You know
I agree. MJF, he doesn't need long reigns. Like, MJF will get it back, I'm sure, from Ospreay or from someone by this time next year. If he loses at All In, he might get it before the start of the new year. Who knows?
Somebody asked in the chat, what makes Cody Rhodes interesting? That's a good question right there.
Ooh, okay.
For me, I think it's pretty simple. I mean, besides his booking being wishy-washy, Cody's really good on the mic. He can have good matches. He has a really good presentation. He just has to have better stories attached to what he does consistently. They'll give him some good stuff, and then like he'll be in some stuff that doesn't make sense, and then they'll give him some good stuff again, and they put him back in stuff that doesn't make sense. But overall, Cody's not going to convince me that he's a bad talent. Like, some people feel like he's not good at certain things just because he's not one of their favorites, which is fine. But some people be capping on Cody a lot sometimes. Like, they try to make it seem like he's not good, which is just not true.
For me, I attribute 3 people to get me back into wrestling, because when WWE got really bad, I stopped watching. But because of Kenny Omega, number 1, Cody Rhodes, number 2, and John Moxley, number 3. Those 3 guys made me fall back in love with wrestling. Cody Rhodes is incredible on the mic. In terms of WWE right now, he's the second best on the mic in the main roster, in my opinion, behind CM Punk. In the ring, he is incredible in the ring. Like, there's a reason why that guy was in Bullet Club in New Japan, putting up great matches. We saw what he did against Kevin Owens. We saw what he did against Logan Paul. We saw what he did against AJ Styles. Cody Rhodes has great matches. And like Malik said, when he can tell great stories, it's just the booking. Look at his Kevin Owens story. Look at his AJ Styles story. There was good stuff in the Drew McIntyre story. If they would have let him lose at WrestlePalooza, it'd have been a good story like Cody wanted. But it's the booking that's the issue. Cody tells great stories. He's a great character worker. We saw that with Stardust, but also with his American Nightmare. He sells very well. He's great in ring, and he has great psychology, as well as he's a great talker. That's why Cody's interesting to me. And like Crypto Impulse said, when Cody's on Raw, Oh my gosh, when he's on Raw, that guy kills. We see what good booking gets him. So 100%. Someone said Malik, and I wanted to ask you this. Matt Thunder says he thinks Kenny beats MJF at Redemption, and we get Ospreay Omega at All In. I've seen a lot of people predict that. How do you feel about that?
I feel like there's not too many bad decisions AEW can currently make right now that I would personally hate. I think they're kind of in a good spot to be in. Like there isn't really too many awful decisions I can look at as far as title switches. Like besides Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin, I was not going to feel that, especially when I was not behind that. But
I feel you.
That obviously is out of the question. So it's like there isn't too many horrible decisions I'm looking at where it's like if they want to do a switch of a championship with certain people, I don't feel like it's not like WWE where like their back's in the corner right now where it's like certain decisions could really affect the product and make it good or bad, or it could be just completely stupid. You know what I mean? So right now, I think their focus definitely is going to be Will Ospreay versus MJF. I think that's what they're building towards. Excuse me, as their top main attraction match.
Yeah, I agree.
They have other stars I think they want to invest in. Takeshita, I think, has to be the world champion eventually. I think he's like Bandito too. I think Bandito could be in that conversation. I personally thought, I would have had him beat Swerve, but
you would have had him beat Swerve.
Yeah. I understand why they have Swerve win though, because he's obviously more money draw and
he's one of their top guys.
One of the factors into the world title scene. But I look at guys like Bandito, guys like Takeshita, guys like Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, guys that have a lot of potential that not everybody.
Brody King.
I don't know about Brody King.
You don't think he could be their monster? Well, they don't book big guys well anyway, so that's.
I don't know about Brody King. No, I don't know. He don't move me like that, man.
That's fair. But I agree with every name you said, like Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Takeshita. You said another name as well, but they need to be champions. And then when Jay White comes back, that's another guy. Like AEW has a log jam, and that's why I feel like Dynamite
with Jay White though. I don't know if they the way they've used him. I don't know.
I hate it. That's why I think Dynamite needs to have a championship and Collision needs to have a championship, because there's so many guys on that roster that I feel deserve a shot.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna end up doing that whole shebang and stuff like that, but AEW's in a really good place right now.
Yes, they are.
Do a lot of things with AEW. I watch weekly, so I'm happy with what AEW is doing. With
Do you watch Collision?
Nah,
me neither. I watch Dynamite weekly. I only watch Collision if I hear it's good.
I ain't keeping up with Collision. Collision ain't nothing special.
It don't move me. Yeah, I'm with
Dynamite and the pay-per-views. Almost at PLEs. Dynamite and the pay-per-views, I definitely would keep up with for sure. But everything else is kind of like neutral for me right now in wrestling. So, I'm interested to see what kind of directions we move into now for King and Queen of the Ring and all this AEW stuff as well. You mentioned that the three wrestlers that got you back into wrestling were you said Kenny,
Cody, and Jon Moxley.
This during like Bullet Club era, during like Bullet Club stuff.
Yep. Cody, Kenny Omega versus Okada. That's the match, the first match that did it, and then Bullet Club.
Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion?
Oh, which one came first?
The Wrestle Kingdom came first.
Yeah, that Wrestle Kingdom was the one then.
Okay. I just feel like there's certain people that I just can't get into either. Like Moxley's one of them, man. I never was into was never a big Dean Ambrose guy. I was never a big Jon Moxley guy.
Do you not like deathmatch wrestling?
No, I love deathmatch wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I love GCW, Nick Gage, all that stuff. Like, I don't know. Moxley's just like
he just don't do it for you then.
Yeah, all right. He cool.
See, yeah, okay. So I'm with you. I love deathmatch wrestling. That's why Moxley, like when the same friend who showed me the Wrestle Kingdom Okada match, which was like, hey, start watching wrestling again. That's how I got Bullet Club and Cody. He also showed me some Moxley shit, doing deathmatch shit versus Nick Gage because I watched The Dark Side of the Ring. I was like, I fucking love this, bro. It's amazing. Like Moxley's like this. The way I view his character is this, like, just brawling, I don't give a damn psychopath, bro. Just like, but he's a psychopath in terms of pain, but he's intellectually there. If that makes sense.
I get that too. I feel like Darby Allin does that better though.
Ooh, okay.
Like in terms of the mental of like the pain and stuff, like ain't nobody doing the shit that he doing, bro. Like,
no, that's fair. Yeah, Darby Allin's a psychopath, bro.
I mean, Jon Moxley is crazy too. He'll do some things. He'll get like
he ain't doing that
back and shit, but like Darby Allin would like he get thrown off a 20-foot building if he could, you know.
Bro, that first spot where he was doing the suicida. And MJF grabbed him and threw him on his neck. My fiance screamed. She was like, "Is he dead?" I was like, "I really don't know, baby." It was really bad, Malik. He landed like right here. I was like, "What?" Like that spot was scarier than him jumping off the scaffolding. Darby Allin does insane shit. So I can agree that he's taking that spot from Mox. I put Mox in the same category as Mick Foley and Terry Funk in terms of like these deathmatch guys, you know?
I think Darby Allin's in there though.
No, he is 100%. 100%.
He's in there.
He's in that
conversation because, like,
I would say Hangman's in there too in terms of deathmatch.
Mick Foley was like, well, I wouldn't put Hangman. I mean, if we're talking just strictly the death matches, sure, but he ain't like as psychotic as those guys.
No, not at all. Not psychotic like him, Terry Funk.
Guys like Mick Foley is like, I don't know, man. He was getting like concrete bumps and all like this crazy shit.
Yeah, he was.
His body, like that man retired, but before he was even 35. So, like,
and Darby's doing that, man. That going through those glasses, the way he lands on tables and chairs.
But they got a lot more things nowadays. They got stem cells and all types of technology nowadays. I mean, look at Rey Mysterio, bro. Look how he be moving in the ring nowadays. He got like, all them left knee surgeries and everything. True. So back in Mick Foley's days, it wasn't like that. You know,
they didn't have that. Yeah,
the only way to self heal was like drugs and stuff like that.
And Mick wasn't that type of guy. True.
Yeah, Mick Foley wasn't that guy. So it's like, bro, to put up with all that pain, like.
Nuts. Yeah, nuts. Absolutely nuts. So
how do you sleep at night? Like
I don't know. Like there's no way. And thinking of Mick, there's no way when Mick did the Hell in a Cell jump, when he got home, there was no way his body wasn't hurting. Like when Darby does all that glass stuff and those tacks, I feel like Mick Foley and him have to pull those tacks out and they'll get home and there's still tacks in their body, bro. Like that's just crazy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and end off, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the pod. We'll be back next week with more episodes of No Name. We'll have more people back on here next week, so appreciate you guys for tuning in. Once again, much love to everybody who tunes in weekly for the No Name Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate the support. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the YouTube channel to rack us up to 1,000 subs, man. So
please.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know how you guys feel about Clash in Italy.